Hola, niños y niñas. Soy Maestra Negrete. I hope you're all doing well at home. I miss you all so much. A few weeks ago, we started learning colors in Spanish, so I have a book to read to you this week called Green is a Chile Pepper. This is the same author who wrote the numbers book that I read to you the other week called, and she is Roseanne Greenfield Thong. This one won an award, okay? That's pretty special. Green is a Chili Pepper, a book of colors. Red is a ristra. Red is a spice. Red is our salsa on top of rice. And red is rojo. And they use that word ristra, and that's this right here. It's a place where, or it's an arrangement where they can like dry their chili peppers. Red is a ribbon. Red is a bow. And skirts for baile folclórico. Red, rojo. On this page, they're talking about baile folclórico. This is a traditional dance that you will find all throughout Mexico. There's many different styles of baile folclórico depending on where you're at. Orange are the marigolds on Day of the Dead. Orange are the platos for special bread. Here we see them carrying out their platos. Those are their platos of the bread on Day of the Dead. We talked about this back in November, the Dia de los Muertos. We even tried some of that bread. Remember, Mrs. Negrete made it for you? It was called pan de muerto. So on this page, you see the color orange or naranja, or sometimes we call it anaranjado. Yellow is masa. We used to make tortillas, tamales, and sweet corn cake. Yellow is amarillo. See a lot of things that are amarillo. Can you point to one thing that's amarillo? Yellow are the stars that light the night. Yellow are faroles, flickering bright. So on this page, they talked about faroles. Faroles are lanterns that you can see kind of hanging right here. And they use them in Mexico during Las Posadas, which are those 9 nights that they celebrate before Christmas. So on one of those nights, or on many of those nights, they hang up these special lanterns called faroles. So this was yellow, amarillo. Can you say amarillo? That's a long word. Let's try to break it down. It's amarillo. Kind of tricky, isn't it? Green are the corn stalks. Green are the pails. Green is a bench for abuela's tales. This is abuela, that's their grandma. And green is verde. Can you say that? Verde. Can you point to something on the screen that you see that might be verde? Green is a chile pepper, spicy and hot. Green is cilantro inside our pot. Again, it's green or verde. Here's their chile pepper right here. And cilantro are these little spices that she's using to cook. I like to use a lot of cilantro when I cook. Have you ever tried cilantro? It's delicious. You should try it in your salsa if you ever have some time to make that. Blue is the endless sky above, and handmade crafts for those I love. So that's blue, azul. Can you point to one thing on the page that's azul? I see a lot of things that are azul. Try that word, azul. Try to say that, azul. Purple are the rides that swirl and spin, and the feria prizes that we win. That's purple. In this book, she calls it púrpura, but we've learned it as morado or violeta. So there's lots of ways to say purple in Spanish. And they told us the word feria. Feria is all of this, a big fair, la feria. Pink are adornos and candles that glow. Pink are piñatas. Watch out below. So pink is rosa. Can you say that? Rosa. That's a pretty simple one. Rosa. 2 syllables. And they talked about adornos. Adornos, those are all the little decorations. And a piñata. Oh, look at that. Another piñata in this book. Can you point to something rosa on this page? Rosa. Brown is a churro, warm and sweet, and homemade chocolate, a special treat. So brown, in this book they say marron, sometimes we say café. We talked about a churro, it's this big treat he's having right here. Kind of a fried, crispy, almost like a donut, with cinnamon and sugar on the outside, but inside it's soft. And then chocolate. We tried some chocolate at Christmas time too. Do you remember that? Miss Negrete brought it in that big pot. Chocolate. White are the flowers we put in a vase, and sugar skulls, and handmade lace. This page is white, blanco. Here you can see all the sugar skulls they set out. Remember, that was on Day of the Dead. Way back in November, we talked about that one. So this is blanco. Try to say that, say blanco. That's pretty easy to say. White are the doves that chatter and coo, and palomitas for me and you. So these are doves, and palomitas is little pieces of popcorn. Do you like palomitas? Yeah, I like palomitas. That's blanco. The world is a rainbow of wonder and fun, ribbons of colors rolled into one. And ponchos, serapes, and xylophones too. These beautiful colors are waiting for you. Serapes are what these boys are wearing here. It's kind of like a blanket that's been turned into sort of like a poncho, but they're more of like a blanket. They're a little bit heavier. All right, I hope you enjoyed the book. Green is a chili pepper. I hope to see you guys soon. I miss all of you. Get out there and explore your world of colors. Maybe you could find a few things out in your yard and you could tell somebody, oh, that's red, rojo, or oh, that's green, verde. Lots of colors coming up now that it's spring. All right, see you guys soon. Adios.